Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Fans, welcome here to Tower City tonight, where we have some District 1 action from Region 1 here in Class B, North Dakota Volleyball. Alex Hoffman joining you here from Tower City for Your Live Event and yourliveevent.com as the Tigers of Tri-State traveled up north here tonight to take on the Raiders of Maple River. Looking ahead at, well, eventually postseason time, but we got to get there first. Let's take a quick peek at how both teams have been doing here throughout the year. We'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard here tonight. The Tri-State Tigers still looking for their first one here in District 1. They are sitting at 1-22 overall as Coach Liz Thielen sends her girls out here tonight to take on the Raiders. The Raiders, the home team on the scoreboard tonight, 2-4 right now in District 1 and 9-16 overall so far this year for Maple River. Coach Madison Spear will send out her starting lineups here later tonight as well for the home team. We'll take a quick break from the action. We'll come back, look at the standings here in District 1 as well as District 2. We'll look at some other notable games across the region and across the state here tonight on Your Live Event.
You can listen to your favorite programs like the R&J Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the R&J Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Fans, welcome back here to our Ira Insurance pregame show in Tower City tonight for District 1 action in girls Class B volleyball here in North Dakota. Looking at the upcoming matchup here tonight, Maple River is going to send out a pretty veteran team here with a lot of juniors and seniors taking the starting lineup here tonight for Maple River. On the other side, you'll see some youth from Tri-State. A couple freshmen will be getting the start here tonight, as well as a couple sophomores. And as Coach Thielen for Tri-State mentioned in our pregame interview that you'll hear in a little bit, kind of just talking about making sure her girls are moving around, defending that back row. And for Maple River, Coach Spears said to make sure that those girls the Raiders tonight are protecting that back corner as well, especially the back row corners, we should say. For Maple River, kind of sitting right now in the middle of the standings here in District 1. They're actually right now in the 6th spot, just a half game behind Sargent County, who's got that 5 spot right now. Tri-State still looking for their first win in District 1 play. Right now, the season ended today. Wyndmere Lidgerwood and Hankinson, I guess they'd be tied right now because they have not had any type of tiebreaker yet. Both those teams right now undefeated in District 1 play. The 5th ranked Richland Colts are sitting in that 3 spot right now. They did lose to Wyndmere Lidgerwood on October 9th, 3-1. That's what bumped them down a little bit, but Richland's still a powerhouse to be dealt with here in District 1. We'll take another break from the action here from Tower City. When we come back, we'll hear from both coaches. You're watching the Irie Insurance pregame show here on your live event.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Fans, we're joined now by Liz Thielen, the head coach for the Tri-State Tigers, for another Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview. Coach, thank you for the time tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
So let's begin by looking at your overall season. What improvements have you seen from, first match of the year to where you guys are right now?
We're having a lot more movement throughout the court from everybody. Our volleyball IQ is also increasing. Still have a really young team, so still have a lot of improvements to be made, but movement's the biggest one right now.
Maple River has a pretty strong front row attack here tonight with the Satcham sisters and Aaliyah Hanning, and there'll be more company there too. What's your team's plan defensively to kind of slow their attack tonight?
Hoping that Chloe Smith and Taylor Thompson can get up and get some good blocks on things. Kiara Westby is playing libero tonight. She's pretty good at reading, so I'm hoping she's going to be on her A game, and then coverage for tips from the rest of my back row.
So then offensively, who should we look for to have a big night for your girls here?
I'm hoping all my hitters. I'd say Ashlyn, she's had some pretty solid swings lately. Taylor Thompson, she's also getting up there, starting to find the court a little bit better. But all my girls have been improving, finding that volleyball IQ, where to go, short, deep, all of those things. So
I think you kind of beat around the bush here a little bit, but overall tonight, what do your girls have to do to get the W?
They've got to move, they've got to read, and they've got to talk. Effort's got to be at 120%.
Seems simple tonight, right?
Yep.
All right, thank you, Coach, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That was Coach Thielen for the visitors tonight, these Tigers of Tri-State.
Catch all the action of the fall postseason for Minnesota and North Dakota high school football and volleyball on yourliveevent.com.
Going down the field, it's picked off here from Kindred. Tanning Johnson to the 30, to the 25. Johnson, could he go? Yes, sir! A 45-yard pick six for
Takes it up, played high in the air by Horkin. Here's risky left side off of a touch. Kept alive Thornton. Now played high. Angle, Severson, smash! Count, good!
Check out the postseason schedule on yourliveevent.com. Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
Welcome back for another Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview. We're being joined right now here by the Maple River head coach, Maddie Spear. Coach, thank you for giving us a little time tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's start by acknowledging the newest member of the 1,000 Assist Club here in Maple River, Hallie Bisset. You know, how valuable has Hallie been to your squad this year?
Super amazing setter. She has been really, really there to make her hitters look good. That has been her goal all season long, and she was super excited. It was a good surprise for her last Thursday night.
So, you know, looking at the schedule, the Raiders, you've certainly been a streaky team this year with putting 3 wins together and then a couple losses. You know, how important is it for your girls to end the regular season on a winning streak before that postseason play kicks in?
We really want to push to win these last 3 matches that we have for the rest of the season. For regular season, super important to us to really get into that postseason playoffs. The girls are ready to work hard. We've talked about it a lot the last 2 weeks at practice, so we'll see where that takes us.
So let's turn the focus to the opponents tonight, the Tigers of Tri-State. You know, what troubles can they bring here to tonight's match?
They can throw a ball anywhere. We were kind of watching some film, so last night we practiced a lot on watching our corners. Our back row really needs to be ready and watch what their players are doing. So hopefully that'll help us out tonight.
And last thing here before I let you go, who needs to make an impact here tonight for your squad to come out victorious?
Definitely our back row. So Lila Richmond, Abigail Kaloran, Claire Holland, and Sophia Satcham in the back row. We definitely need them to watch those hitters, see where they're going to throw the ball, get around their block, and see what they're doing.
All right. Thank you, Coach, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That was Coach Spear here for the Maple River Raiders, giving us our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHB.bank.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
Fans, welcome back here to our Irie Insurance pregame show as we inch closer to first tip here tonight. First tip will come sometime around about 6:55 here, a little bit earlier than some of our previous ones from the Raider Activity Center here in Tower City, North Dakota. Looking at the schedules right now for both teams on the scoreboard here tonight. Let's start with the visitors on the scoreboard here. Let's take a look at Tri-State. 3 more matches after tonight here against the Raiders. On the 16th, they're going to head to Wabash Summit, South Dakota. They're going to host Wabash Summit, South Dakota. On the 20th of October, they will be traveling to Wilmot, South Dakota. And the last district match for Tri-State before postseason play will be hosting the Bulldogs of Sargent County. Maple River starting to kind of run out of games here, too, for the regular season as they are hosting Tri-State tonight. They have one more district match here where they will be traveling to Bartons County North to take on the Bison there. And lastly, on the 21st of October, they will be hosting EKM. We will have that game right here on your live event and yourliveevent.com. So as regular season starting to mount up here, or starting to wrap things up, we should say, both teams looking to pinch out a couple more wins and kind of move around in the standings a little bit. Nothing set in place here in District 1 before we eventually get into that regional play. And then one of those teams will be heading to state to try to take down the title. We'll take one more break in the action here on the Ira Insurance pregame show. We'll come back here shortly after the national anthem. We'll give you starting lineups for both teams here tonight on your live event.
The Maple Valley School District is engaging students in a world-class education, preparing them for lifelong success. Maple Valley serves the surrounding communities of Buffalo, Fingal, Oriska, and Tower City with a great student-to-teacher ratio per class. For more information, go online to myraiders.org. That's myraiders.org. The Maple Valley School District wishes the best to the Raiders coaches and athletes this season. Go Raiders!
We always say we're a one-stop shop. North Star Ag is a full-service shoreline machinery dealership. So we have the 3 departments: sales, service, parts, fully staffed, have full inventory of all the parts and whole goods needed. We really value the service and the support that any traditional dealership would give you, but we specialize in shorelines. You can give us a call at 701-361-4790 or visit our website at northstar-ag.com.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
If you have concern or questions about the mental health of yourself or a loved one, Trail District Health Unit's Credible Mind platform offers convenient and confidential resources to help inform you about mental well-being. Credible Mind offers 21 different assessments to guide you in your mental health journey, from sleep quality and burnout to anxiety and depression. To get started today and learn about your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health, visit traildistricthealthunit.crediblemmind.com.
Fans, welcome back inside the Raider Activity Center, where we just wrap things up there with the national anthem here on our Ira Insurance pregame show. And now we'll take a look at both teams' starting lineups here tonight on your live event. Let's look at the visitors first on the scoreboard. The Tri-State Tigers, 5'2" junior wearing number 1 tonight, Ashlyn Seebeck. 5'2" senior wearing number 9, Cindy Perez. 5'5" sophomore wearing number 13 tonight, libero Kiara Westby. 5'4" setter, junior number 8, Olivia Geffrey. 5'6" freshman number 14, Emma Fritz. 5'11" middle blocker tonight, freshman number 15, Taylin Thomas. And 5'7" sophomore middle blocker and outside hitter tonight, number 16, Chloe Smith. For the Raiders tonight, Coach Spear sends him out like this: 5'4" senior wearing number 2, libero, and defensive specialist Lila Richmond. 5'9" outside hitter, junior number 3, Scarlett Satram. 5'5" senior setter tonight, coming fresh off her 1,000th assist a few days ago. Number 4, Hallie Bisset. 5'10", outside hitter tonight, wearing number 7, freshman Sophia Satram. 5'7", sophomore, wearing number 5 tonight, libero Abigail Kaloran. 5'8", senior, wearing number 11, outside hitter tonight, Claire Irie. And 5'11", junior, middle hitter tonight, wearing number 12, Aaliyah Hanig. So for the Tigers, they go Seebeck, Perez, Westby, Geffrey, Fritz, Thomas, and Smith. That's Coach Thielen's lineup here tonight. And for Coach Spear, we're going Richmond, Satram, Bisset, Satram, Kaloran, Irie, and Aaliyah Hanig. That wraps things up here for our Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. Both teams will meet at the net here for the friendly pregame handshake. Refs will check over starting lineups, make sure everybody's in their correct spots here tonight. And it appears the Raiders, donning the all-pink tonight, will throw out some commemorative small little volleyballs here. Hopefully they stay in the stands here tonight, as the home team or the home crowd is getting peppered here with those small volleyballs. As for years now, October is always a time to bring out the pink jerseys and pink shirts and pink headbands, and Maple River's got all that here tonight. Tri-State on the visitors' side wearing the white jerseys with the purple shoulders. Tigers coming down from the elbow to the wrist, and Tri-State on the back there in yellow letters. Maple River, as we mentioned, donning the all pink here tonight, usually wearing their home whites with blue and red. And mentioned there with the starting lineups, Hallie Bisset got her 1,000th assist late last week. And Coach Spear mentioned before the game, Lila Richmond for the Raiders is going to be close to 1,000 digs and should probably get that here tonight. As we're underway here from the Raider Activity Center, first point's going to go a little bit long. And the first point of the night does go to Tri-State. 6:54 was our first tip. Or first serve, I should say, as that one goes into the net there. And we even things out here, one apiece on our City of Hope scoreboard. As Hallie Bisset, the aforementioned assist triumpher here last week. That's the serve over. Bisset's going to set up Aaliyah Hanig in the middle. She takes a big swing, gets the first kill of the night by either team. And that's what we talked about in pregame interviews here tonight with Coach Thielen, saying how do you slow down kind of the three-headed monster that will be the Satrams and Aaliyah Hanig. As Maple River will set up their offense again, this time they're going to go Scarlett Satram. She goes right down the middle, gets the kill. Westby unable to handle that swing there by Scarlett Satram. And the Raiders up to a 3-1 lead here early in set one. Bisset's right-handed serve comes over, takes a little bit off at this time. Here comes Tri-State. They're setting up their big swinger there, Chloe Smith. Handled by Maple River. Point goes to the Raiders. As the serve goes over. And right-hand swing there again by Smith. This time met by Hanig at the net for the first block of the evening. So far, Aaliyah Hanig making her presence known in that middle spot here. As Bisset's serve comes over, handled by Tri-State. They're going to set up Smith here again. Gets it over, but at this time into the net. Raiders jumping up to that 6-1 lead right now. That's 6 in a row here for the Raiders. As Tri-State did get the first point of the evening. Right-handed serve comes up and over. Goes back row, handled there this time by Fritz. She's going to take a right-handed swing there from the back row. Handled in the back by Satram. They're going to set up Hanig again. She goes long and just a little too long. And an important side out there for Tri-State. Kind of had the sense there that Maple River was having their way offensively, so an important side out there as Ashlyn Seebeck, the junior, puts the right-handed serve up. Gets over the net. Bisset has to go find it. She does. Gets her set over. Satram just kind of takes a little bit off of it, trying to catch the Tigers off guard. They're able to handle it, get the free ball over. Kaloran deals with it in the back row. They're going to set up Scarlett Satram, the junior, and that one goes into the corner, get the kill for Scarlett. her second. And the 5'9" junior leading the way so far for both teams with 2 kills. Lila Richmond, right-handed serve, comes up and over. And she's going to take that as an ace. Mentioned that Lila will be close to, or came into this match tonight close to 1,000 digs. And she's puts the right-handed serve up, handled in the back row there by Perez. Tri-State will push this one over. Kaloran has it, gets it to her, set her B set. They're going to go to Handing again. She takes a big swing, gets the kill. 9-2 Maple River. Mentioned in the pregame there about the 3-headed monster in the front row. Sophia Satram, Scarlett Satram, and Aaliyah Hanning. The only name we haven't mentioned yet is Sophia. As Maple River will set up their offense again. This time they go back row, and there's Sophia. Kind of a reverse announcer's jinx there. You say, where's Sophia? And there she shows up for the Raiders. Getting her first swing of the night and finding the line kill there. As the ball rolled all the way up the ramp there. Had to go find it out in the lunch area. Richmond has it in hand now. Right-handed serve up and away. Back row, Westby has it, trying to find her setter, but that's going to be an ace. Second ace of the evening here for Richmond. And that's going to get us a timeout from Coach Thielen and Tri-State. We'll step away here as well. Maple River leading 11-2 on our City of Hope scoreboard.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Yeah, we welcome you back inside the Raider Activity Center here in Tower City, North Dakota, where the Raiders have jumped out to a 11-2 lead here on our City of Hope scoreboard. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota from job listings and housing options. Search HopeND.com. That's HopeND.com. Maple River's gone on a 6-0 run, and now they've put up a 5-0 run here to get their 11 total points. Richmond puts up the right-handed serve, goes back row. Perez gets it up in the air. They have to free ball it over there, and that's what Seebeck does. Kaloran now becomes a setter. Just going to tip it over there to Sophia Satram. That one's going to go over the ref's head. Works as a kill for the Raiders. And back-to-back kills there for Sophia Satram. As Richmond puts up the serve, she goes back row again. Westby handles it in the back row this time. They're going to set up their middle swinger there. And the Raiders just kind of have to play free ball defense there as Chloe Smith put on a good swing there. Right-handed serve swing coming over there by Emma Fritz, the 9th grader, and she'll get the kill and the side out. So Emma Fritz, donning number 14 here tonight, getting that kill. Left-handed serve coming up here by Olivia Geffrey, the junior. Gets it over. B-Set's going to set out her outside hitter there, Sophia Satram, and that one just sounded rough. She got all of that one. Got kind of a convincing groan there from the home fans here tonight. Volleyball, you know when there's kind of like a baseball swing, you know when the swing's pure, and that one was. As Claire Holland, the senior for Maple River, checking in to serve and play some back row. Right-handed serve comes up and handled by Tri-State in the back row. Right-handed swing coming this time there by Emma Shelted, the junior. Free balled over there by Tri-State. Here comes Maple River's offense. They're going to set up Claire Irie, making her first swing of the evening, and gets the kill. So far the Raiders here with 8 kills out of their 14 points. 14-3 lead here for the girls in purple. Westby gets that pass to her setter. They're going to set up the right-handed swing there by Emma Sheltad, and she'll get the kill. Her first kill of the evening for the junior. And that side out now sends Kiara Westby, the sophomore, the libero tonight, to the service line. 14-4, Maple River with a 10-point advantage. And a service error here by Tri-State will get the ball back to Maple River. And Scarlett Satram now. The junior puts the right-handed serve up into the air, gets it over. Handled in the back row by Tri-State. They're going to set up here right in the middle, this time into the net it went. Shellstead tried to get the kill there. Sheltad, I should say. Point to Maple River. Shellstead dropped the S there on her last name. And see if they do the same thing. Nope, this time they're going to go to that outside position. Tipped over there by Taylor Thomas, the freshman. And the Raiders just go a little bit too long on the swing. Side out there to Tri-State. As Kennedy Jacobson checked in for Maple River. Playing the front row here for the Raiders tonight. Holland handles it in the back row. Scarlett Satcham becomes a setter. Just have to tip it over. And Jacobson did not touch the antenna. I thought it was darn close. Sophia Satcham taking a swing, and they're saying no touch. That'll be 4 hits there against the Raiders. As the coaches say, the ball never lies. Right-handed serve coming up here by Emma Fritz. Freshman got it over. Maple River going to set up the back row swing there by Lila Richmond. She puts that one into the net. And Tri-State going a little run of their own here. Trying to chip away at that lead that Maple River has built up so far. And there's an ace. And you can't ask for a better way to do it if you're Tri-State than throw a couple aces out there. For Fritz, that's her first of the evening. And the 9th grader's going to put it up into the air again. This one just tickles the net, but gets it over. Raiders will have to turn into a free ball offense here, and they do. Tri-State going to set up their offense. They're going to go to that outside position. Big swing there. That time, that was Ashlyn Seebeck getting the kill. And they've turned what was a 12-point deficit now down to just 7 here, going on a little 5-0 run. This Tri-State just 1 point at a time is all you got to do here. That one's going to go a little bit long on the serve, and a side out for Maple River on the service error. As Fritz just put that one a little bit long. That's going to send the freshman now, Sophia Satcham, to the service line. Right-handed serve comes up and over. Handled nicely there by Seebeck. Had to twist the body just to get that one over. She takes a big swing. That's going to go long. Do we have a tip? They're going to say no. And the point goes to Maple River. Probably the best swing there from Tri-State tonight from Seebeck. Just went a little bit long, and there's an ace there for Maple River. Give that one to Satcham. Sophia, we should say. As the Raiders have tacked on 3 aces here, and right after the ace comes a service error as Satcham tried to take a little bit off that one, catch Tigers sleeping. But a little too much was taken off there. As now Tri-State will do just kind of a quick check, make sure they're not out of rotation here. And we'll see what the Tigers can do, try to set up their offense here as they have the ball. They're going to do just a quick check here, making sure that everybody's where they're supposed to be as Perez checks in for the Tigers. And the left-handed serve here from Perez comes up and over. Satcham handles it, gets it to, this time, Alex Ketterer, and Claire Irie pushes it over, but that's going to work as a kill. Irie, her second kill of the night. As Ava Lark will check in here for Maple River. That sends Lila Richmond to the bench for a rest. Alex Richmond will play some back row here for the Raiders as well. Pass goes over the net here for Tri-State. Maple River going to try to set up their offense. They have to go back row there as Abigail Kaloran pushes it over. And now here comes the attack from the center there as Taylor Thomas takes the swing. They're going to go to Ava Lark now for Maple River. Handled nicely there by the front row of Seebeck. Tigers take a big swing, but the Raiders able to handle in the back row. And another free ball here from Maple River. Westby passes it to her setter, Perez. They're going to go right, or a little push there that time by Seebeck. Took a little bit off of it. Even caught me off guard as Satcham just has to push this one over. Going to set up their offense again, this time to that outside position. Seebeck goes over with a push, and they're going to have to free ball this over here again. So Tri-State keeping Maple River out of rotation. This time Kennedy Jacobson says, you know what, I'll just take the swing and see what happens. She gets the kill. Maple River had to pretty much free ball everything over. They just could not get their offense set up. Tri-State doing a really good job keeping them on their toes, or on their heels, we should say. Kennedy Jacobson there at the end just slam dunking it in for the kill and the point. The junior taking authority there. Abigail Kaloran goes to the service line and gets her first ace of the evening. The Raiders now up 22-10 here on our City of Hope scoreboard. As Kaloran, the sophomore, donning the black libero jersey here tonight, going opposite of the pink for the rest of the team. And Tri-State sends it to Thomas. She pushes it over. Maple River to try to catch him off guard there as Alex Ketterer just pushes it to the back corner, finds the kill, or finds the corner and the kill. As the Raiders 2 points away from taking set one here in District 1 play. Kaloran goes back row. Perez handles it. Pushed over this time to Seebeck. She takes a good right-handed swing, but Kaloran deals with it in the back row. There's Jacobson taking a swing. Westby going to get it to her setter. There, Perez. They get over the middle this time. Thomas just kind of catching them off guard. And the Raiders looking to get a handle on it, and they do with a push there by Hanig. This time they're going to push it back over there. Seebeck this time catches them off guard as Ketterer had to hit that one twice, one with each fist. Nothing else she could do with it. But Tri-State doing everything they could just to catch the Raiders sleeping there. And it worked out in the Tigers' favor, 23-11. As Tri-State comes in, gets this pass over, or gets the serve over, I should say. They're going to set up Hanig. She takes a big running swing at it and gets her kill. Her third of the set. Her first since early on in this first set. But three nonetheless, as Allie Bisset coming in to check in, or to serve here for Maple River. Trying to get that 25th point here. They go back row, and it's going to be tight to the net. Handled there by Tri-State as Chloe Smith had to just push it over. There's Sophia Satcham coming in and getting the kill and taking set number one here for Maple River. So 25-11 goes by way of Maple River in set number one here from District 1 action. We'll take a break in the action, coming back and see what set two has to offer here on your live event.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is completing post frame buildings 80 by 80, 80 by 160, even 80 by 200. Need an addition or shop reskin? Cywick Lumber and Hardware has all materials. They'll complete to your customized building requests. Bifold doors, hydro doors for farm buildings, and metal sailed steel for durable construction. Whether it's new, an addition, or a repair, every building project can be done with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro. All materials, all in one place. Visit or call Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
Homegrown Local Radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Fans, welcome back here to Tower City, where set one goes by way of Maple River there in District 1 action. They took set number one there 25-11 over Tri-State. Looking at the set recap here, start with the home team on the scoreboard, Maple River. 13 kills for the Raiders, led by the freshman Sophia Satcham. She had 4. Leah Handing right behind her with 3. 4 aces for the Raiders as well in that first set, and 1 service error. Jump to the visitors on the scoreboard. The Tigers, they had 3 kills in that first set, 1 ace and 2 service errors. So definitely want, if you're Coach Seelan, want to see your offense get into just a little bit better rhythm, try to get more attacks there at the net, as they've definitely made it clear that they want to get Chloe Smith the attack opportunities, as well as Seebeck in there taking some big swings as well. And we can't forget the freshman as well. Taylon Thomas was starting to kind of get more action there towards the end of that first set. So see if Tri-State can get a little more action going at the front of the net there. If you're Maple River, you're just going to roll the ball out and try to keep business as usual going to try to take set number 2 here. As officials checking the rotations, making sure everybody's in the right spots for set number 2. And we're underway as B-Set gets that one over. Tri-State with a good attack. Raiders able to handle it. Right-handed swing coming from Satcham in the back row. She'll get the kill. And she starts set number 2 like she ended set number 1 with a kill. 5 on the evening here tonight for the freshman, and then this one goes into the net. Service error there for Maple River as Bisset puts that one a little too soft into the net. Second service error of the evening here for Maple River. Right-handed serve there by Thomas gets over. Offense coming here. Irie's going to push it and find a hole, and she gets her third kill of the evening, first of the set. 2-1 Maple River, doubling up here early in set number 2. And Lila Richmond now for the Raiders will take the serve. Right-handed serve comes up and over, and that's into the net. So not the start you wanted here if you're Coach Spear, having 2 service errors, giving both points now by way of service error to Tri-State. As Ashlyn Seebeck puts the right-handed serve over, tight to the net, good serve. They're going to set up Satcham again. She takes a big swing, partially tipped at the net, gets it over, and then Scarlett Satcham just playing some self-defense there. As B-set going to set up Scarlett Satcham. Right-handed swing comes over and gets the kill. For the junior, that's her third of the evening as Irie goes to the bench. Hanning comes in, play front row. Sophomore now Kaloran. Right-handed serve comes up and over. Goes back row, handled in the back there by Geffrey, but that's an ace nonetheless for the Raiders. They got 5 on the evening. That's the first of this set. There's Maple River jumping out to that 4-2 lead here. And back-to-back aces for the sophomore. As Westby came sliding in. Got the ball on her platform, but then it kind of ricocheted up into her chin. That's a double hit for the ace. Goes a little bit too hard on this one. That's a service error. That's the third service error already here for Maple River. So all 3 points so far for Tri-State have come from the Maple River service line. As Chloe Fritz takes the right-handed serve up into the air. B-set going to set up this time. Scarlett Satcham just has to roll it over, but she's going to get the kill there. Give Scarlett her 4th. 6-3 right now on our City of Hope scoreboard. And substitutions coming in here for Maple River. That's Kennedy Jacobson checking in. Hallie B-set will go to the bench. So back row goes to sit, front row comes in. Satcham puts up the right-handed serve, gets it over. That's going to be tight to the net, but they get it over nonetheless. That was, I believe that was Geffrey getting it over. Westby's going to pass it now to Geffrey. They're going to go back row attack here. Right-handed swing, that time by Fritz. And Tri-State going to set up their offense again. This time getting it to their right-handed swinger there in Chloe Smith, and that one goes a little bit long. Point to the Raiders. Tri-State had 2 opportunities there with pretty good passes coming in, and just a little bit too hard on the swing there. Otherwise, that's a kill all day there for Tri-State. There's a right-handed swing there by Emma Fritz. Good attack there by the Tri-State Tigers. And here comes another swing there by Fritz. She's met at the net by a block, but they're going to say Fritz was into the net. And that's a side out to Maple River. Or excuse me, point to Maple River, I should say. As Satcham will head back to the service line. And right-handed serve this time going to go into the net. 4th service error for the Raiders in this set. They only had 1 in that first set, so coming out in set 2 a little cold from the service line, and by a little I mean quite a bit. As Westby puts the right-handed serve up, Richmond handles it in the back row. Swing here by Jacobson. She goes cross court, handled in the back there by Seebeck. Right-handed push there, or excuse me, two-handed push I should say there by Fritz. Little push over by Hanning, she'll get the kill. For Hanning, that's her 4th of the evening, first of this set, as Alex Ketterer for the Raiders checking in, donning number 1. Sophia Satcham going to the service line, right-handed running serve up and over. Pass coming there from Seebeck. They're going to go to the middle this time, to the right side position there. As Fritz just had to push it over. Met at the net, and that was not tipped, or not blocked. I thought maybe it was blocked, but they're going to say 4 hits there against the Raiders, and that gets a side out for Tri-State. Now as the freshman, Emma Fritz goes to the service line. Guest gets it over the net. Richmond had to go down and get it. Handy, big swing. That's going to go long, though. Point, Tri-State. Everything just kind of started with that serve just touching the tape on top of the net there, as your view's kind of obstructed from it. And she does it again. She just tickles the net just enough to keep the Raiders on their toes. Satcham has to free ball it over. And just a little inadvertent pass over the net, and there's a kill for Maple River. Give that one to Jacobson. Her second of the evening. She kind of just looked up, and there was the ball for her. As Claire Holland checks in for the Raiders to come and serve. Puts this one over, goes back row, finds Westby, and she'll get an ace. First ace for the senior Holland here tonight. As Westby had to go down and get it, just couldn't get there quite in time. And this one's going to go into the net. There's another service error for Maple River. Starting to sound like a broken record for the Raiders. Coach Spear can't be too thrilled about those avoidable errors for the girls in pink here tonight. As Satcham's going to take a swing from the back row, handled nicely in the back row for Tri-State. That was Emma Fritz showing some great defense there. Jacobson, right-handed swing, goes cross court too far. Point to Tri-State. I had to correct my scoreboard here right now. It is 12-7, Tri-State down by 5. Maple River going to set up their offense. Jacobson will push it over. Westby has to go and find it. She does. Looks like Tri-State will free ball it over. That's exactly what they decide to do there. As Chloe Fritz says, let's not get crazy here. Satcham, big right-handed swing out of there, and Jacobson tried to time it perfectly, but just a little bit early on the jump, and into the net it goes. Point to Tri-State, and they've brought that lead down to 4. And the right-handed swing comes up and over there by Olivia Geffrey, the junior. There's an attack by Lila Richmond, and she gets the kill. Richmond not known for her kills, but she's been attacking from that back row tonight. First time she did was unsuccessful. This time is successful. But more importantly for Richmond and the Raiders, she gets the side out. As B-Set now puts the right-handed serve up. Back row specialist got it over. Tri-State going to set up Thomas. She gets the swing there. And that one is going to go just a little too long for Taylor Thomas, the freshman. And that's going to give a point to Maple River. As a whistle comes up here. Refs wanted to make sure somebody on the Tri-State side had their shoes tied, and they were. Serve gets over, but a couple Tri-State Tigers running into each other there, and they can't do anything with it. Point to Maple River. As the Raiders kind of tightening things up now from the service line as B-Set puts the right-handed serve up. Geffrey has it. The Tigers not able to handle the pass, and the point goes to Maple River. As the Raiders now doubling up Tri-State on our City of Hope scoreboard, 16-8. Right-handed serve comes up and over. Put up into the air by Seebeck. They're going to have to free ball this one over, and that's what Taylor Thomas does. The Raiders will set their offense up now to the middle spot. There's Claire Irie with a swing, gets through the block and gets the kill. As Maple River kind of finding their groove right now from the offensive side. Back row attack there by the serve. And a free ball coming over here from Tri-State. Tight to the net it goes. B-Set now into the center position. They find Scarlett Satcham. She takes a big swing, dug out nicely there in the back row by Westby. And Westby and Seebeck just running into each other. Westby gets that free ball over. That's just a human highlight reel there for her. She was all over the court defensively. And then speaking of Westby, she has to get this pass over there on the serve. Tight to the net it goes. Point to Maple River as that'll be 4 hits. And a timeout's going to come here from Coach Thielen and Tri-State. We'll take a break in the action. Your City of Hope scoreboard reads Maple River 19, Tri-State 8.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
As we welcome you back inside the Raider Activity Center, coming out of that timeout by Tri-State, Maple River with a 19-8 lead here on our City of Hope scoreboard. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota. From job listings and housing options, search HopeND.com. That's HopeND.com. As the Raiders have the serve here out of the timeout, Tri-State handles the serve from B-set, and they're going to have to try to free ball this over, and they do. And miscommunication there by Richmond and Satcham, just looking at each other as the ball falls, and their timeout works perfectly there for Coach Thielen, getting the important side out there. But set 2 for Maple River, definitely a lot of unforced errors in this set. Count them, 5 service errors so far. As Tri-State getting this one over here, that was Shayna Hamling, the sophomore, coming in to serve, and she lets this one go long, and back-to-back points here for the Tigers. And if you're going to make a comeback here, Tri-State, now's the best time to do it. And that serve going from Hamling goes into the net. Side out Maple River. And it's just the first service error here for the Tigers here in set number 2. They've only got 3 on the evening. As Westby checks back in to play back row for Tri-State. Richmond's serve goes up. Handled in the back row there by Tri-State as Fritz was able to get there. And point and kill by the Tigers. So back-to-back side outs, and that's what Tri-State's looking for here, but they got to start putting some points together, some runs together to try to take this set number 2. Still very salvageable if you're Tri-State to do so. And how about that? There comes an ace as Sophia Satcham could not handle it. And give that ace to Seebeck. That's her first of the evening. But back-to-back points here by Tri-State. Right-handed serve here by the junior. Goes up and over and a little too long. Side out to Maple River. That's Seebeck's first service error of the evening, followed up by that ace. Kaloran gets the serve over. And that's going to be an ace there. As Fritz wasn't able to get the pass to her setter there. For Kaloran, that's her 4th ace of the evening. And here comes this one over, handled in the back row there by Westby. And they're going to have to free ball this one over there, and that's exactly what Chloe Fritz does. They go to Satcham now on the girls in pink side. Try to get the pancake there was Westby, just a fraction of a second late. And Maple River 2 points away from taking set number 2 here in District 1 play tonight. And what was a cold day, a rainy day here in southeast North Dakota, as Kaloran will get the ace. Give her 5 aces on the evening. Leading the team there. She's actually doubled up the rest of her teammates with the aces. Another one tight to the net. That time Fritz was able to handle it in the back row. Little push over there by Tri-State. As now Maple River trying to set up their offense. No touch, that'll be 4 hits. And a side out there for Tri-State. As Shelby Overland checked in there for Maple River before that last point. The 5'8 freshman, donning number 15 here tonight, playing some front row. As Fritz puts this one to the back row. Satcham passes it too. Eventually, Kaloran taking the swing from the back row. Here comes a right-handed swing there by Chloe Smith, handled by the Raiders in the back. Free ball coming over. Tri-State will go look to set up their offense here. They're going to go back here this time to Chloe Smith. As Maple River able to deal with that one. Satcham's right-handed swing goes back row. Westby trying to find her setter, and she does. Setter there's Geffrey. Pushed over there in the back row from Tri-State, and Maple River's going to take a big swing there. That was Satcham. Up into the rafters it goes. See if Tri-State can salvage it, and they do. Maple River going to set up their offense. Here comes Overland, set to Hanning. She just tips it over. Catches them off guard, and that's her 5th kill. And that's how we end set number 2 here in District 1 play. Raiders taking that one 25-13, jumping out to a 2-0 lead here in District 1 action on your live event.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Fans, welcome back here to the Raider Activity Center as we are coming out of set number 2 into set number 3. As we take a quick look at our set recap here. Maple River, we kind of were mentioning the kind of the negative side of their win in that set. 5 service errors, but they were able to weather the storm and got things tightened up from the service line as those first 5, or 4 of those first 5 came early on in set number 2. But the Raiders made appropriate adjustments, at least from the service line. Kills were kind of spread out for Maple River as Aaliyah Hannig tacked on 2 more. Claire Irie, the senior, put on 2 more. Sophia Satcham with 1 that set. Her sister Scarlett got 2 in set number 2. And Lila Richmond from the back row got 1 as Kenny Jacobson, also from the front row, got 1 as well. Over to the other side for the scoreboard, the Tigers of Tri-State just were kind of in protect mode for most of that set, as both teams had some lengthy rallies back and forth, and it kind of just came down to who was going to give more free balls there as that set progressed. Ashlyn Seebeck, the junior, tacked on an ace there in set number 2 to double up her team's aces on the evening as we get ready for set number 3 here from Tower City, and year number 2 of the Raider Activity Center here in Tower City. If you've been in the neighborhood recently, you see that traffic is tough in these parts as the Highway 10 is nearing completion in front of the school here, but for now, everyone has to take a detour to the north side of town as we get things rolling here in set number 3. As the Raiders will set up their offense here to start set number 3, there's Lila Richmond taking the swing, and Tri-State able to handle it, and attack there, but no touch. That'll be 4 hits for Tri-State. Maple River will get the side out and the point. Be sure to stick around here tonight as we discuss our Agassiz Precision play of the game, as well as our Enbridge player of the game, as Maple River with back-to-back points here to start set number 3. And substitution coming in here for Maple River as Kinley Lark checking in, the 9th grader. We'll play some back row here for Coach Spear. B-set puts up the serve, handled in the back row there by Tri-State. Right-handed swing coming up and over there by Chloe Smith, handled by Maple River. Right-handed swing there by Satcham, into the net it goes, and the side out for the Tigers. That'll get the ball now to Ashlyn Seebeck, the junior here, the 5'5" junior for Tri-State. Serve comes up and over, and that's going to be an ace there for the junior. Mentioned she got an ace there in set number 2, and says I can do that again here in set number 3. Back-to-back points here for Tri-State as the Raiders await the serve here from Seebeck. She gets it over. Richmond gets the pass to her setter, B-set. They're going to go back row swing here by Kaloran, tipped at the net, but a kill nonetheless. Tri-State was there just a little late to the block and give Kaloran her first kill. She's had a few attacks there from the 10-foot line tonight. That's the first one that finds hardwood, though. And Richmond gets the serve over, goes to the back row, and that's going to be a pass over. Tri-State now will set up their offense, push there by Smith, and she's going to find a kill. Seen a lot of that tonight from both teams, just trying to kind of tip it over the blocks and just see if that open spot is available. And more times than not, it has been tonight. All knotted up here, 3 apiece in set number 3 on your City of Hope scoreboard. As Geffrey gets the serve over, and a pass over there by Maple River, and they're going to try to set their offense now. Lark puts it over. Handled there by Geffrey, but she had to fall into the crowd and just couldn't, she just ran out of real estate. And Maple River will take the point. As Abigail Kaloran will take the serve here now. Sophia Satcham checking in for Maple River, as is Claire Holland. And that'll bring Claire Irie to the front row as well, as the libero has to go take a seat. Claire Holland's right-handed serve, up and over it goes. Handled in the back row there by Tri-State. They're going to set up here. Emma Schultz-Stead, she gets it over. Raiders able to take care of it. Right-handed swing there by Satcham, and that was tipped. But a kill there for Satcham. She's got 6 on the night. That one's not tipped. That one's going long. But from that big swing, that's a tough one to call if you're in that far corner there for Tri-State. Holland's right-handed serve, up and over it goes. Handled in the back row by Seebeck. Trying to find the right side position, and they do, but that's a pushover. B-set now going to set up Irie in the middle. She goes long. That one goes long. No one tipped that one, so it's a side out there for Tri-State. As coming in now for Tri-State is Shayna Hamling. And she heads right to the service line here, the sophomore. 5'2" sophomore gets this one over. Richmond handles in the back row, pass over, or a free ball over there by Irie. They're going to try to set up their outside position. That's a good swing, but met there by the Raiders. Big swing here by Satcham, and inadvertently gets it over there as Tri-State. That will maybe turn into a point. No, Raiders able to handle it at the net. Satcham just going to have to tip this one over. Got a little too soft with it, and Maple River has a 4 hit there. Big swing, but the defense prevailed there by Tri-State, and there's a service error by the Tigers. Getting the ball back to Maple River. Hamling just put that one into the net there. Scarlett Satcham now will put up the right-handed serve here for Maple River. Gets this one over, back row handled, but out of bounds. As Seebeck went up with 2 hands to just try to push that one over, but an ace to Satcham. Scarlett picking up her first ace of the evening, along with her 4 kills on so far through tonight's 2 sets and change. Set comes over, this time Seebeck able to handle it cleanly. Thomas free balls it over. Richmond finding her setter now in Satcham. Irie just has to push it over, handled nicely in the back row there, that time by Hamling going down to get it. Free ball over there by Geffrey. Raiders now going to set up their offense. They go this time right-sided swing there by Ava Lark. Met nicely in the back row there again by Hamling. Hamling doing some damage control in the back row, and that's what you got to like seeing there from your sophomore. And a official's timeout here as Lila Richmond got her 1,000th dig in that rally. And she'll be able to keep that, or she'll bring her ball over to the parents here on the near side court. So congratulations to the senior for Maple River, Lila Richmond, joining that 1,000 club as Hallie Bisset did last week in assists. Richmond getting the 1,000th dig there. And it says a lot for both those players, as most of their careers at the varsity level have just come in their last year and change. Both of them getting some varsity time here for Maple River as juniors, and now starting all year from the varsity spot as seniors. As we continue on here, 8-5 Raiders with a 3-point advantage. They go with a push to the middle. This one's going to go back row. Maybe it was a little bit long, but Richmond pushes it over. Here comes Satra's swing, and not a lot of people are going to be able to go down and get that one. But if there's anyone on that Tri-State team that could have, it would have been Hamling. She's been phenomenal in that back row here in set number 3, but that one was just hit a little too hard, a little too fast, as now Satcher puts that one into the net. Second service error of the night there for Scarlett Satcham. Only the first here of set number 3, as Tri-State now with the serve. That serve comes over, goes to the back row. Scarlett Satcham now going to set up her sister. Sophia takes a swing on it, goes to the back row. We'll see what Tri-State can do with it. Geffrey pushing it over, goes back row now to Richmond. Satcham going to put it tight to the net. Irie gets over, and just a little tip over there. Irie going to try to catch him off guard, and she does. Point to Maple River, as Tri-State was tucked up near the net, and Irie read that and gets the kill. For Irie, that's her 5th. As Sophia Satcham takes that running jump serve here. Goes to the back row. Geffrey was able to handle it. Now push over there by Seebeck. Back row swing here by Satcham, and they're going to say no touch. 4 hits against the Raiders in the side out. As substitutions now coming in here for Tri-State. Going to play some back row right now for the Tigers is Emma Fritz, the freshman. Right-handed serve, up and away it goes. She goes near side. Richmond gets over there. Alex Ketterer now becomes the setter, sets up Richmond, and almost getting her second kill of the evening, and they're going to go back to Ketterer. This time they're going to set up Irie. She goes right down the middle, gets her kill. Irie, that's 6. And she goes to the bench now. Abby Kaloran now to the back row to serve, and she'll get an ace. That's her 6th ace of the evening. And substitution coming in here for Maple River as Lila Richmond will go to the bench. That brings Jocelyn Juliuson, the freshman, the 5'7" freshman, to play a little front row. Kaloran trying to find her 7th ace there, but this time the Tigers handle it. Kaloran passes it to her setter. Ketterer puts it up in the air for Hanning. Goes down and gets it. There's a kill. And the momentum now definitely on Maple River's side here in set number 3. As Hanning has been relatively quiet ever since that first set. She's got 6 kills on the evening. This one goes long and a little too long. Point and side out there too, Tri-State. Abby Kaloran's second service error of the evening. Had 1 in the second, now we'll tack on 1 here in the third. As Tri-State now only down 5, plenty of time to chip away and possibly take the lead here for the Tigers. As Maple River waits for it, Tri-State getting it over here, and an ace, how about that? Nothing like coming out of a service error and getting an ace. Kind of a nice swing there for Tri-State here as they just kind of continue to chip away. They go back row. Maple River's going to handle it. Free ball coming there from Juliuson. Tri-State going to set up their offense now. They go to the middle. Big swing here coming. Tipped at the net there by Hanning as Chloe Smith had a good attack at it, but this time met there with a kill. That was Seebeck, her second of the evening. And that gets Tri-State to double digits here in set number 3. As the Tigers continue to tack on points here, they go back row again. Satcham handles it. Juliuson has to free ball it over. She was met at the net, but gets the kill on the free ball. And Juliuson getting her first kill of the evening as Lark will head out. B-set checking in. Overland coming in now for Ketterer to play front row as well. So a young front row here for Maple River. 2 freshmen up there. Tri-State seeing what they can do to handle it on this attack, and there was met at the net there by Hanning. Salvaged by Tri-State, and now Maple River setting up their offense in the back row. Give the kill there to Satcham. As we talked to Spear a couple weeks ago about maybe getting Satcham a little more off the net, and that's exactly what she did there by going from the 10-foot line. Raiders with that 5-point advantage here in set number 3. They'll take the free ball over. They're going to set up Hanning. She takes a big swing from that middle spot. And a good running attempt there by Hanning. She got all of it. She's now up to 7. That leads the team as her and Sophia Satcham each with 7 kills here for the Raiders. As B-set getting the serve over, handled in the back row by Tri-State. Right-handed push, two-handed push there by Chloe Smith. They're going to set up this time the outside position. Nice swing there by Juliuson, but the Tigers were all over it. They're going to go to that middle spot again. There's Smith, met by. I'm going to say there was no touch. I was going to give the block there to Hanning, but no touch. So 4 hits there for the Tigers. And the Raiders out to their biggest lead of set number 3, 17-10. Serve comes over. She goes far side with it this time. And as the set there by Fritz goes up and over, but too far. And point to Maple River. And Maple River now with the ball. And they gets it over. And this one's going to pass to the front row. They're going to set up their attack here. Seebeck just free balling it over to the back row. It goes. B-set now going to set up the right side attack there from Maple River. And give a kill there to Overland, her first of the evening. And it's 19-10 Maple River. As B-set now sends the serve over. She goes back row. Tigers able to handle it. As now the girls in white will set up Chloe Smith, and she pushes it over here for Maple River to handle it. Raiders pushing it over as well. They're going to set up Seebeck this time. Right-handed swing is going to go a little bit long. She kind of had to contort the body as she kind of got to her spot a little early, and that meant that that swing was going to go a little bit high, and that's exactly what it did. But Seebeck's been getting plenty of attempts over there tonight. She just hasn't been able to find anything to fall here for her and the Tigers. As now she takes another swing. This time she got all of it. Through the block it went, but the Raiders able to handle it, but she won't get credit for the kill, but she put the Raiders out of rotation, and that's all that it mattered there for Tri-State. And Seebeck, the junior now, will head to the service line. Right-handed serve comes up and over. Good serve, tight to the net. B-Set now is going to set up her back row attack. Kaloran comes there. This one's going to bounce off the rafters again. And what seemed to always be a problem in the old Raider Dome, not so much now, as the ceiling here in the Raider Activity Center is much, much higher. But that one bounced off 2 pieces of metal up there, and very hard to salvage that if you're any team. Raiders now with a 10-point advantage late in set number 3. Richmond comes up and over. Gets the pass now to their setter. Big swing there by Chloe Smith, met at the net that time by Jacobson. We play on. Richmond passes, finds B-Set. They're going to go this time to that right-handed attack there by Overland. Tigers able to handle. They're going to try to go corner pocket. A little bit too long. And that was one thing that Coach Spear said to look out for with Tri-State. They like to attack those far pockets. Well, this one just a little bit too deep there. As we have a whistle blowing here to make sure substitutions are coming in the right way. Here comes Kinley Lark, the 5'8" freshman for Maple River. Richmond's serve goes over. Handled there by Tri-State. They're going to have to go back row attack, and they do. The Raiders able to handle it. B-Set will go to that outside swings position. Blocked at the net there by Tri-State. Give that Chloe Smith. First block of the evening for Tri-State, and the side out. As Tri-State has some more substitutions coming in here. We see Michelle Stead coming in. And I believe I also saw Geffrey coming in. Yep, there she is to play some back row. Michelle Stead will go to the front row. Serve comes up and over. Maple River going to try to set it up here from the 10-foot line, and they do. Tri-State looking to set up their offense of their own. Here comes Smith's attack. She goes back row. Richmond contorts the body to handle it. And Abby Kaloran will take that swing from the back. Here comes Tri-State's offense again. This time they're going to set up the right-handed swing there. Goes long, but Raiders able to handle it. Big swing by Maple River, and they're going to set up that outside position again. It goes for a kill. And 22-13 now, just chipping away. Here is Tri-State. As we send Geffrey to the service line here, the junior. Waiting for her subs to find the bench. As it looks like Ella Garner is going to check in here, the junior for Tri-State, to play some front row. She goes right to the middle position here. Left-handed serve up and over here, and Geffrey looking for an ace, tight to the net. They're going to say play on. And this time they're going to set up the right-hand swing there. Anna Pearson goes back row. Got all of them if the Raiders were there. Handled nicely in the back row. The Tri-State's played some excellent defense in that back row spot here tonight. And the kill too, and the point I should say, not the kill, the point goes to the Tigers. As long as there's points left on the board, anything's possible here for Tri-State. A little push over there from the back row gets the kill for Maple River. Give Richmond her second of the evening. This push kill works from that far back. Raiders up 23-14 on our City of Hope scoreboard. There's a ace there as that just tips the line. That far line there. And that's 7 aces on the evening here for Kaloran. Sophomore's been busy from that service line. Successful, you should say. And Tri-State trying to keep this match alive here. Right-handed swing by Seebeck goes to B-Set, keeping them out of rotation. Right-handed swing there by the freshman Lark. And now they're going to set up here Tri-State in the middle there as Garner just has to free ball it over. They're going to go back to Lark. Right-handed swing into the net it goes. And the side out to the Tigers. As Taylor Thomas will check in for Tri-State. The 5'11" freshman will play some front row here as Anna Pearson, the junior, right-handed swing comes up and over. Maple River trying to set up their offense and take things here in set number 3 as Irie goes into the net. Point to the Tigers. As Anna Pearson now, the 5'7" junior, right-handed serve up and over, but into the net it goes, and that's how things will wind up here in Tower City. Maple River taking that third set 25-14. to 16. We'll take a break in the action. We'll come back to talk about our Agassiz precision play of the game, as well as our Enbridge player of the game here on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
As we welcome you back into the Raider Activity Center, where we now see Autograph Night taking over here for the girls in pink, the victorious girls in pink there, as the third set goes to Maple River there, 25-16. Our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game, we have to give it to Lila Richmond, getting her 1,000th dig of her career here in Maple River. So congratulations to Lila Richmond, the senior there for Maple River, getting her 1,000th dig in her storied career here for the Raiders. We'll take another break in the action, see if we can grab one of the victorious players here from Tower City, specifically Maple River, as the Raiders again win in 3 sets here over Tri-State tonight in District 1 action.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Catch all the action of the fall postseason for Minnesota and North Dakota high school football and volleyball on yourliveevent.com.
Going down the field, it's picked off here from Kindred. Tanning Johnson to the 30, to the 25. Johnson, could he go? Yes, sir! A 45-yard pick six for
Takes it up, played high in the air by Horkener's risky left side off of a touch. Kept alive Thornton. Now played high. Angle. Severson. Smash! Count! Good!
Check out the postseason schedule on yourliveevent.com. Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Fans, welcome back here to the Raider Activity Center as a autograph night. So I'm being joined just by the head coach of the victorious Raiders here tonight, Coach Spear, taking 3-0 over the Tigers here tonight. And we're going to talk about our players of our Enbridge players of the game here tonight. And I think we're going to give them both to Hallie Bisset, Lila Richmond, both hitting that 1,000 club in their careers. What can you say about those two girls?
Yeah, so Hallie reached 1,000 last week on Thursday. She was super excited. She even came tonight. She was ready to get more assists. She said, how many am I at now? She keeps counting. She's super excited. It's fun. Lila had no clue. We thought for sure she knew, and then when we told her, she goes, I had no idea. So that was super exciting for her. She really gets around back in the back row, and I'm super proud of her.
So as a former player, would you say it's better to know that you're approaching or to have no idea?
Have no idea for sure. When you know, then you make more mistakes. So neither of them knew. Both of them, we never told them. And I mean, they played and they got those 1,000. It was super excited.
And you looked at a Tri-State team definitely scrappy on the defensive side. Their back row played excellent. How did your girls just kind of fight through those long rallies and just get those kills when needed, keeping those the side outs coming your way tonight?
Yeah, we talked about it. We talked about how their back row is super scrappy, and they like to send a lot of fireball, free balls is what we called them. So we had to make sure that our back row was really in check tonight, and they were. Our middle back, definitely. We had to make sure our libero was ready to move anywhere, and she was in and out. They really were killing our setters tonight, but both Alex and Hallie both were ready to get a good dig. They were good to go. And
a good offense is all about that setter, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So you're 3-4 in the district right now. We mentioned in the pregame show how important it was, to get kind of a winning streak possibly going here for your girls. This was step one. What can you say about the rest of the season before postseason starts?
Yeah, the girls are ready to win. They told me yesterday that they want to win the last 3 games of the regular season. So we're hoping that we can push through. We're ready to practice throughout the rest of this week and come back Monday and Tuesday ready to win.
That's Coach Spear for the victorious Maple River Raiders tonight, taking the place of the girls, our Enbridge players of the game there, Lila Richmond and Hallie Bisset. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. We'll take a step away from the action. We'll recap our match here tonight one more time here on your live event.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
The Maple Valley School District is engaging students in a world-class education, preparing them for lifelong success. Maple Valley serves the surrounding communities of Buffalo, Fingal, Oriska, and Tower City with a great student-to-teacher ratio per class. For more information, go online to myraiders.org. That's myraiders.org. The Maple Valley School District wishes the best to the Raiders coaches and athletes this season. Go Raiders!
Fans, welcome back here one more time from the Raider Activity Center, where Maple River takes set number 3 and takes the match here tonight 3-0 and puts them at now 3-4 in the district, kind of still right in that area. Them and Sargent County right now both sitting at 3-4 in district play. Maple River would have the tiebreaker over them because of the head-to-head matchup there that happened back in September. Mentioned our Enbridge players of the game right there with Coach Spear, with Hallie Bisset last week getting her 1,000th assist, and now tonight Lila Richmond in set number 3 getting her 1,000th dig. And we also wanted to mention there our Agassiz precision play of the game, which was Lila Richmond. There we go. I'm mixing up their names here. Lila Richmond, the senior for Maple River, getting her 1,000th dig of her illustrious career. Your local precision planting dealer, Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Looking ahead for Maple River, the victorious Raiders here tonight. They will take on Barnes County North on October 20th in Barnes County North. That'll be their last district game before district play or before postseason play. And the night after that, on October 21st, they will host Edgeley-Cole Montpelier here in Tower City. For Tri-State, they will do a couple South Dakota games there, so some non-district counters there on the 16th and the 20th, before they host Sargent County for their final district game of the year before postseason play. That'll do it for us here from Tower City as the Raiders victorious here tonight. 3-0 in District 1 action in North Dakota Class B Volleyball. For Alex Hoffman and Journey Cruft doing the camera for me tonight, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.